Hello and welcome. So I have planned that today I will do two videos. I was telling brother Uzo. Yesterday he was like, "Can you do a video about marijuana?" And I was like, "Yes, I had last year done a video about cannabis." And so it's no problem for me to come and discuss cannabis again because I told him, I said I had an interview with the brother this morning, brother Levi, and which did not work out. But I told him, I said, after that video, I'm going to come back and we are going to talk about cannabis. It's not a bad word, okay? Some people think preaching the gospel, we should not talk about cannabis. And my people perish because of lack of knowledge. I'm not telling you to come and smoke cannabis, but let's talk about cannabis. Can something that the Creator made be something so bad? Thank you, Lion, for joining us. Be so bad that they have to ban it. There's a reason why they ban it. If they ban something because of black people. And I'm going to say this with all authority and with all I can back it up. If they ban something, they ban it because at that time they see no value for it for themselves, but they see it as an advantage. If you want to keep the slaves enslaved in the plantation, you don't need their mind awakened. So now let me tell you, if cannabis is so bad, I'm going to repeat this again. This is a new video. I did an old video about cannabis. In Americas, before slavery, do you know I said it in that video last year, you could be prosecuted if you did not plant cannabis. Cannabis was a stock, okay? Now they are benefiting from cannabis and telling our black selves to come buy cannabis products for them while they are getting more money. What happened to the cannabis planter and the plantation where cannabis was planted? Do you think if there was plantation where cannabis was planted, those slaves would not have been woke slaves? All right, let's talk about breast milk. What is entailed in the breast milk of a mother? Okay, so if cannabis and extract, everything from cannabis is so bad, now they want to commercialize cannabis because it treats cancer, it helps with seizure, it helps with so many diseases. And they said the THC is what is so bad. The THC in it, I have it open up so I can back myself up. According to cancer.gov, the main active cannabinoid in marijuana is delta 9 tetrahydrocannabinol, which is the THC that they say make people cuckoo. I'm not disputing the fact that people smoke cannabis and go cuckoo. But in last year I was saying I might want to put cannabis in some dairy product. Now you see Tom and Jerry or Ben and Jerry now have cannabis ice cream. These people steal our ideas. I said, how about making cannabis product? How about making cannabis tea? Now they're running with it. But I have no problem with that. You know why? The breast milk. I want you to research this. Hi, good luck. Of a mother. We all have phones. Have cannabinoid. So cannabinoid is in our mother's breast milk. So we sucked extract of marijuana. So naturally, my body can produce cannabinoid. And I can give it to my child, male and female child. And that's why breast milk is so good. A breastfed child is stronger, okay, in terms of somebody that drank cow milk and started telling the baby at 2 months, okay, you off. You know, that child has the ability to fight off diseases. So the Creator that made the cannabis plant saw it fit that a woman's breast can produce cannabinoid. So now let's think. Ding, 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 ding. Why now they want to legalize it? Is it because many people are dying and it affects them? And this is what we should be very angry about. Now you want to legalize it. So should our pharmacy people have the same, oh my goodness, should they have the same record of that person who was busy selling weed and persecuted? Now let's talk about righteous judgment. I don't talk about, oh, well, they were selling wood for smoking. Let's just say they were just weed dealers. Should they have the same respect, or should they have the same record, or should their records be expunged? Because now you are a weed dealer too. Whether you have it in a dispensary where it's legalized in California or in Colorado. And then our black people during colonialism, they make it illegal. It was at one point they decided to make it illegal after benefiting from it. After making so much money from slavery, then slavery became illegal, which was a good thing. But did they pay for slavery? So now those that grow in the plantation, okay, their offspring now know about cannabis. Is it because the places of the Caribbean, even though it's a stereotype, they were able, Haiti, they were able to have their own independence? Is it because of the cannabis? Let's ask this question in revolution. Quicker than the ones in America where they're like, oh, if we need to keep them enslaved, we need their mind conquered. So we are going to make this bad. Even your anointing oil. Woo! Father, help us. And I want to thank this elder Bantu, who taught me this, okay, 2 years ago. Taught us in a group. He shared this video, and that's the time he opened my eyes. The cannabis was part of the secret ingredients of your anointing oil. So if cannabis was part of the secret ingredients, they removed the word and they placed it sweet skin. But the word that was there, if you go and look at my articles I've done about cannabis on Facebook, let me go back and see if I can pull it up on my stuff. So let's go back to my stuff, my activity log, so I can be able to tell you. And I thank you, Max, for joining. So now we're going to discuss cannabis. Cannabis is not a bad thing. Okay, I'm not telling you to go smoke it. I'm not telling you to be high with it. But he even taught us that our Israelites people became high. Our ancestors, our melanated people, became high with cannabis. Is it cannabis is so bad, but the pre-Adamic people, aborigines, know about cannabis. The Moors know about cannabis. Why is it the black aborigine, the black original man, whether you are Israelite, you are Hebrew, you are Egyptian, all of our traces back that our ancestors used this cannabis. They use it as oil. They smoked it. They cooked it. They boiled it for herbs. But then, it's so bad. You see, the Rasta man can tell you, I stand over, but he will never say he understand. Because his reasoning level is that, why am I saying in English that I am under to something I'm supposed to grasp? So this is why our people is a liar. Not when I'm doing this video, people are going to call me. I don't know the person, okay? So now I'm going to reinforce that past again about cannabis being in the breast milk, if you're just joining, known as cannabidiol. And the THC that they said is so bad is the one that clears cancer, according to cancer.gov. Are we seeing what is happening? Oh, it's the THC. Oh, it's when you separate it that makes people crazy. The reason why some people cannot process it, there's a reason why some people cannot process cannabis. People who smoke it might go crazy, but if they take it medicinal, they cannot go crazy. If they take it supplementally, they cannot go crazy. So let me go back to my post, because I was not impromptu. I was getting ready to talk about Saturday Sabbath with Brother Levi. So I am going to talk about this marijuana. And people are like, why are you so about marijuana, legalizing marijuana? Because if they legalize marijuana, most of our people will be able to have jobs. Most of our people will not have records. You know, now they're telling me that there's nothing in my activity log about marijuana. Do you know how many times I post about marijuana? But there are certain truths that they don't want us to know. There are certain things that they hate us finding out. So let me see my post. So they're telling me, oh, you don't have anything about marijuana. So let's continue with that. So how many minutes are we talking about cannabis right now? 9 minutes. This is blessed 9 minutes. If you want to talk more, you want to add on, or you want to educate us about cannabis, I'm open. I'm receptive. I'm open to listen to you. And I'm open to hear what you have to say. because people are like destroyed because of lack of knowledge, and they're like, oh, Isela, thank you for liking. I didn't even know you were here. How are you? Yes, let's talk about marijuana. So this is the rumor why they stopped marijuana. It's not because even Isela liked it. I even wrote it. They said they stopped marijuana because Hispanics are smoking marijuana and they're planning to kill white people. Go and Google that. What I just said, word for word, and prove it. So if the reason being of saying marijuana should be cancelled is because of people smoking it and they want to kill their whole race, how much lies should we buy? How can a whole nation be protruding lies and putting us in shackles through their lies? When are we going to wake up? You see, this is why you see Bob Marley and all these other people, you think they're cannabis smokers and Lucky Dube. Listen to their message. They talk about Babylon. They talk about things. They're more motivated. Even Bonnie Spears, he talked about Columbus was a liar, damn blasted liar, about in 1980s, about finding the Americas. I'm not talking about because they're smokers, they were more enlightened, but these people had some marijuana, so they cannot be fooled. So you see how they died. They were killed. The other Bob Marley, they said cancer, and somebody else, a man, older man, CIA man, came out and before he died, how true is that story, we do not know, and said, I killed Bob Marley. Lucky Dube was shot dead. Lucky Dube was like, be careful of the man. Even though he's in the skin, he's a Dracula. You don't even know. It says, and then it talks about, I'm a legal slave. It says, I'm a slave, a legal slave. It talks about legal slavery. I'm liking this video because I'm seeing the video protruding my true complexion in the image and the likeness of Yah that I was created in. I'm not going to be self-centered. So will the Creator make a woman be giving something bad to the child? And you that are like, oh, weed head smoker, but you remember last year I brought out our hair for black women, Blue Magic. They made it with hemp. We talked about hemp oil also, another variation of a cannabis plant. So you put hemp on your head, so you are the weed head too. You did suck some cannabinoid from our mother's breast. So who is the weed head? So will it empower you the more if you take it as a supplement? Do the Creator know if you take it, diseases will, it's not as if diseases will not come. But if you take this cannabis as a supplement or as a healing structure, who knows if cannabis could have cured Ebola? Now let me say this. The time they made Ebola, if we would have boiled some cannabis plants, our people will not be dying. We have the power right now to overturn. Mix some hemp oil, mix some... Thank you, Sakan. Thank you for joining. And email and Miss Aminata, thank you all for joining. Auntie Aminata. So you see, can we now talk about cannabis, the benefits of cannabis? Cannabis for foot pain. Cannabis for ADD. That they created for and now the people who are cocaine dealers, now they give the children cocaine. Thank you to Mr. Johnson for bringing that to our knowledge. I'm trying to think of his first name. You know, he's an activist and says now, listen to this, what he said. He said, now, listen, the black father is in jail for selling cocaine, but they feed cocaine. Hi, I'm good. How are you? To the child, saying that, oh, your child is ADD. But could cannabis cure ADD? How many Jamaican kids have ADD for real? I'm talking about in Jamaica. I want Jamaicans to correct me. How many have ADD? And how many of our people who take cannabis have given back to ADD children? So now we know that ADD is created. Will the autistic children be made well with cannabis? Is it why they're killing so many natural doctors? And they're dying because of course, Pharmacists have to make money. Pharmacy have to make their own money, you know. So now let me see. I'm going to try this again. I'm going to do cannabis part 2. Let's talk about this plant, okay? Let's smile. Because it says, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So if my anointing on, it says now, if any man is sick, let them call the elders and they anoint him. And the Father, the Creator, decided to put some cannabis in it. Then you know that the devil is the one demonizing that which is of the Creator. Because how can the Creator create such a plant that is so devil? And then they started calling it the devil's plant. What nonsense. What blaspheme. And now they tell you, if you look like me, you are the devil's child. No, I am not the devil. That's a blasphemy. I am from the Creator. I am his blueprint. I'm his original. I'm part of the plan. Come on, my people. So we need our people. We need our leaders to say, oh, they're making billions of dollars. Listen, they're making the ching-ching. Billions of dollars. Now, when are we going to come and we are now saying that we want to be in the space war, which is rubbish. Be in the cannabis war. Start planting acres. And the most dumb thing that ever happened in Ondo State was when the Olodos DEA of Ondo decided to burn acres of land of cannabis. What kind of stupidity is that? Excuse my language. Do you know you burn down investments? Do you know you burn down cures? You burn down supplements? Our people, we are our own greatest enemies. Our own greatest enemies. Come on, people. So if we all start planting these plants, start buying it from us. It's time to pay back. We don't want to buy it from you and giving us a supplement and making you rich and becoming billions of dollars and trillions of dollars. No, we're going to start making our own cannabis product. We're going to start healing our own cancers in Africa. We are going to start healing our own cancers in the Caribbean. We're going to start doing it in the Middle East and Asia. It's time we rise up and say, now that we're rising up, it's time we rise up and say, you know what? This system is a system meant to derail us. And people are like, if you're welcoming back, I'm going to repeat this again. Welcome. Thank you, Auntie Gladys, for joining. If cannabis is so bad, I want everyone to answer me this question. If cannabis is so bad, why do the breast of a woman produce cannabinoid? Does the Creator not know what he is doing? And so any species that comes from us produces breast milk. Can that also be produced in animal's breast? Can cannabinoid be produced in animal's breast? But it comes from a human breast. So the next time you're like, oh, this weed head. Okay. Excuse me. The weed head, smoke it. You sucked it as breast milk. The difference between you and the person is different. You drinking grape juice and somebody drinking wine is the difference of processing. It's all the same grapes. It's a different variation of grapes for wine, yes, but it's still from grapes. The family of grapes. So, and I'm going to say this again. I'm going to advocate for marijuana, whether you think, oh, she's preaching or not. If the Creator thinks marijuana is bad, he will not have placed it in a female breast milk. Cannabinoid. Google it. Research it. So we see many people depressed and suicide rates going up. Can cannabis help with depression? Supplements. Come on now. My people. And if you're saying, where's Ondo State? Ondo State is in Nigeria that they burn all those acres of land. I've come back to it. I'm now talking 19 minutes, 22 minutes, I'll be out. Let's discuss cannabis. Let's invest in cannabis. Let's produce cannabis because our people were in the production of cannabis. There are some areas that you walk in, you find wild cannabis plants there. Why is it growing there? Because is it method of dispersion that it went there? Because our people have been planting it for years. Colonialism destroyed it and made it illegal. So now let's think of this and saying, oh, so if as a black person I take cannabis, how is it going to help my 6 protons, 6 neurons, and 6 electrons? Woo! I am in some deep stuff right now. And the devil is mad. And we want the devil mad. We want the perpetrators of lies mad. You see, that's why they kill so many and the blood of so many still cries out. Because they don't want you to know the truth. Now hear the truth. If we start making the original anointing oil with the power that it produces. Some people, as soon as they come, we anoint them. They are living healed. Let's discuss cannabis. Can you boil cannabis as tea? Sure. Now it's illegal where I am, but I'm advocating for it to be legal. I want this state to make it legal. And I want everyone who has had a record. And if you think I have a record of cannabis, you're getting it mistaken. I don't. Who has had a record, their record to be expunged. Because it's not fair, neither is it right for them to go to jail for it. When our ancestors planted the field and you made money for it. And now we're going to have dispensary making money and doing the same legal dealings of selling marijuana. So people are going to buy it to smoke it. People are going to buy the oil for medicinal use. So why do you think the lowest of the lowest of first are weed smokers, but you don't talk about the crack that is destroying us? Nobody talks about the crack that is destroying us. But you think the lowest of low of us are weed smokers and they're crazy. Well, everybody has a little bit of crazy in them, according to one lady. When I said, oh, I was joking with her. I was like, last year, I was like, they're going to think I'm really crazy today. She said, no, everybody is born a little bit of crazy. Hi, Mr. Michael, thank you for joining. Mr. Onier and Mr. Michael Darrell, thank you also for joining. So we have 2 Michaels. You know? So this is what cannabis is about. I end on this note. Cannabis so bad. I have it in Indian hemp, Blue Magic. I have my dark cream. I put it in my head. They put it in some cosmetic. They hide it. Okay? So if it was not legal, how come Indian hemp is in the black people's hair? Because they know it can grow our hair. That's a secret. Hemp oil grows hair. They know you can put it in ice cream. So to Ben and Jerry, congratulations on your ice cream. But when I said you can put it in some product, you can make tea and this and that. Some people be like, well, they've been making cannabis tea before you said it. Well, it is. How about we make some cannabis recipe? Some people are like, what is she saying? They want to give it to you because, yes, see you too, Mr. Michael. They want to give you cannabis because they would have manipulated with you and give you that nonsense. When you go to California, they say they make cannabis cake. When you look at it, you're like, what have they manipulated and mixed with it? And so one time they were mixing something deadly with it. You know? So, I'm going to finish up. Yahweh bless y'all. Let's discuss cannabis. I might do a part 2. I might find that stuff wherein it talks about cannabis in oil and how the Israelite used to smoke it. You know, the Huffington Post. So which Israelites were smoking it? Us, the true Israelites, or the imposters? Of course, us, the true Israelites, and then they put the picture of the imposters. Because if they were really smoking it, according to DNA Don't Hide, they should be smoking it in Israel. Yep. But who are the Israelites scattered abroad? Smoking it in the Caribbean, smoking it in America, smoking it in the India, and smoking it in Africa. Us. Having a bad rapport about it. And according to Watchman Bantu, he said they find out that you get high from cannabis when they burn the stalk in the process of making, I think, their anointing oil. That's how they knew. Come on now. So I found a backup post wherein often persons like, yes, can I be smoking marijuana? Blah, blah, blah. That's how the name, you see, they gave it marijuana, attaching the browns to it, the Hispanic, but anything that comes from black. Yes, sir. It's a great healer of cancer and so many diseases. Hi, Sarah Sink. Thank you for joining. Anything that comes from black, we have to demonize it, and then we have to give it to them. They have to believe, because we're the superior beings. Superior beings from where? It's now we crush that superiority complex. And when we tell you, you believe us. And you are the devils, your monkeys, your apes. Monkey and apes, listen to us. When we tell you jump, you ask how high. No, the time is now. We start believing in each other. Start passing out the history to our children before they pass it out down. Because when they pass it down, they give it to you more than a ritual. We're not sensitized anymore. You all have a blessed week ahead. And love